Good morning, guys. So today is the start of a very exciting blog. I have no idea how long this is going to go for. I have no idea how many days it's going to take, the process of it, but I really want to document this process because we're just going to dive right in. I finally have my first little retail space in a shop that's opening up officially in May. But we have a bunch of things to get done for the soft opening and everything in between the actual like grand opening of the shop. It is currently March, I believe, 24th. The soft opening is April 1st. So I just signed this contract with the shop last week. It was very last minute. I was very interested. I went up for like an open house thing, got to talk to the owner and hear her heart for it, her plan for it, and yeah, it just all worked out. The Lord really just set up the steps for me to be able to do this, and it's really going to work for my business. I truly believe that. And so I'm really excited, but that means it's crunch time because I really do want to have something in the shop for the soft opening. I don't want to have like my space completely empty. It's not required, but I think it'll be really nice, especially if people can come in and shop throughout like the month as they start to learn that the shop is there. I really want to make sure that people are starting to know like my brand and everything. So we have so much work to do. I'm about to head to a coffee shop. I'm like in the process of redesigning everything. We are officially moving to Shopify, which I'm so excited about. So my husband's been helping me completely redesign the site, and it's still going to have like the feel and the brand that we've kind of established, but it's just going to be updated. It's going to be nice, and I'm really excited for what Shopify can do. But there's just so much going on. So like my shop right now is down. My website's still up in terms of like information and all that kind of thing. So if you guys are new here and you want to check out my small business, it's called Proverbs and Pens. It's a faith-based art and stationery shop, and you guys can go read about it on the website. You can even join our email list where we send out encouraging weekly Bible-based newsletters. Our whole thing is encouraging Christians to truly be the salt and light in your area and where you are. So I'm so excited about these next opportunities. This month is going to be kind of a crazy one because I signed like this contract and I have to have like my stuff in the shop. I also have like 2 markets this month, and I'm redesigning the shop. I'm redesigning so many of my products. So there's just a lot going on. Like, I feel like this was such a crazy, hectic intro, but that's how I feel like my life is right now. So, really excited. Also, I'm going to find time to finish this painting back here. I started it trying to challenge myself to do larger landscapes and really just play around with things and just practice. So, I started like this mountainscape that's inspired by Garden of the Gods. It's a very popular spot in Colorado Springs. But yeah, we're gonna go to the shop, have some matcha, and get on designing these products because I need to order them from the printers so I can start sewing books. And yeah, I'm so excited. Well, hello guys. So it is currently the next day. I know I kind of talked to you guys a little bit, went to the coffee shop yesterday, got a lot of work done, but I still have so much to do. I finally designed like normal bookmarks. I have magnetic ones, but finally designed normal ones. Now I just need to make sure I set up the file correctly so when I print double-sided, it prints correctly. I also finally have like better grid paper right now. My books, they do have grid paper in it, but they're not the best, and I'm excited that I redesigned it. It's ready to reprint it, so I need to do that. I've done a little bit of research on some new papers that I want to try, so I kind of have like a few in mind, but there's specific ones that I'm trying to find that I can get in enough time. But I might just have to make them with the papers I've been using so far until I can do that. So that's something to figure out as well. But at least for the soft opening of the shop, like I can have like a few of my older designs, and as I slowly get stuff in, I can switch it out for the grand opening of the shop, which is in May. I got some of my fixtures in because this is so last minute. Went straight to Amazon They actually had some decent prices, and fixtures can honestly add up really fast. So kind of thankful that there were some other alternative options. I'm sticking with like the natural woods, the bamboos, more like some eco-friendly things. Some of the stuff is like the clear acrylics, but I do think it's worth using those if it's going to be like long-term longevity kind of thing. So some of my fixtures have that, but I do try to keep that in mind. Like got some like cotton baskets and just different things. So even though I'm on Amazon, I know people have mixed feelings about it. I still use it, but at least I try to be conscious of like what I'm getting or what materials they're made from. And so I'm excited. I want to crack this open with you guys. I should have some more stuff arriving soon, which I'm excited about, like my actual shelf and everything. And I'm going to do like a mock setup to see like, do I like it? Are there things I want to change? Is it going to work for me? Because again, like it is, I think March 25th today. The soft opening is April 1st. So I don't have a lot of time. I need to find some scissors, so I'll be right back. My studio is also just torn apart because I had a market. And like I mentioned before in my other videos, there's a lot of fixtures that are in my studio that I use for the markets. And so there's a lot of like breaking stuff down and putting it back up. So I need to do that. There's quite a bit in this box. I know a lot of this I'm going to have to build, so I'm not going to be able to put it together today. But these are my signs that I got. So they are like this acrylic like display sign, and it has like this wooden base, which is so cute. So I just stick it in there. I'm really excited about these because I can put up just things going on with my shop. People can stay informed. I can use QR codes so people can just scan it on their phones because I won't always be there to talk to people in person. So just keeping them informed, you know, make sure they're on my email list and just different things like that. So I know I got a large one and I got a small one, which I think this is. Yeah. So this is just like a mini version of the same thing. So this is mostly for like the QR codes and just, so I don't have to have like a giant sign for it, and I can also like divvy it up on the shelves. So this is one of my displays. You have to build it. I believe this is my greeting card display that I decided to go with. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll build them and show you guys. I didn't realize this does involve some screws, so there's directions here, and then just like these different wooden pieces that are cut out. And so I'm going to have to assemble it. Ooh, I think these are those cotton baskets I was talking about. I think what I'm going to do is have one of my notebooks like on like an easel or some kind of display so they can kind of see it. Maybe it's even an opened one, and then there'll be like packaged ones behind it so you can kind of just grab it out of the basket. So I found these really cute cotton baskets that I'm hoping they work well. And it's a very soft basket, like it doesn't have a ton of structure because it's just all cotton, which I love. But I can kind of reshape it and remold it, but my books will sit in this behind the thing so people can just grab one out. And I'll make sure like the shopper experience is good so they're not like knocking stuff over while they're trying to get it. So that's why I want to set up the display to test everything out to make sure like the idea I have for it actually works. Last thing I have is another display. It has directions, some screws and everything. This is for my mini notebooks. And this one's cool. It's basically like the wooden one, but it has like clear bases at the front. I'll have to show you guys when I put it all together so they can see, because these will be stacked like right behind each other. So that's what we got. I have my shelf coming in later today, my sticker display, and I think that's it. I think I have those two things, and then tomorrow I have like the little easels that'll be holding the books up. I'm not confident that those will work well, but we'll see. So yeah, it is around 2:30. I'm honestly just gonna sit and chill and do some work on my computer, work on some more designs, because I have to work at 3:30, so I don't have a ton of time. I'm not gonna try to put this stuff together right now. So probably gonna update you guys tomorrow. I'm really, really excited, but I'm gonna go do some work and then go to work. This whole process has been a learning curve just as much as it has been fun, but this evening I took the time to put together some of my displays. I didn't get to finish all of them because honestly I started to get really frustrated with some of these, and a lot of them did not end up working for the products how I hoped they would. So I actually returned a lot of them, kept the baskets, love those, and then I got a few other replacements, but by the end of this, you'll kind of see how my display ends up. Again, things could definitely change. I am learning as I go and just trying to figure this out. I didn't get to film as much as me setting up as I'd hoped because I forgot my tripod, so it was really hard to find somewhere where you guys could actually see what was going on. But like I've mentioned multiple times in this video, and I will again, it's just been a crazy process, like really stressful as well. So there's just the little things that I forgot to do to really make this video seem more seamless and smooth and you guys really involved. I hope to do more videos where you guys can see the process of just continuing to get this thing going, but I have a lot of products to make. I have a lot of restocking to do. There's a lot of products that I just want to adjust and edit, but this is what it looks like so far. Alright guys, it has been so long since I have updated you on anything. Things just kind of got a little hectic, a lot stressful, so I just sat down the camera and focused on getting stuff done. I think last time I updated you guys, I was just working on getting things in and building stuff for the display. Today is actually the day of the soft opening, so we're headed up there to go check everything out. Yesterday night I went, and I'll show you a couple of pictures and videos from that, but I kind of set up the display with products that I have now. I desperately need to do a shop restock, but also at the same time, I've like shut down my website because I'm redesigning things, redoing the shop because we're going to have a shop launch at the end of this month. So there's just a lot of moving pieces. I have a lot to do, but I'm excited to see how the shop goes so far over the next month. People can kind of quietly shop it until the grand opening, until the shop owner does more marketing and kind of lets everybody know that they are opened and there. It sounds like the community's pretty excited for it though, so we're heading up there. It's about a 40-minute drive to get there because it's in one of the mountain towns, and yeah, so we're gonna head that way. I will probably do like a sit down chat with you guys later and share like my process and experience of this whole thing. I will definitely do more detailed stuff as we get closer to the grand opening. I just had to figure out a lot of logistics. This is my first time, and again, we'll talk more about that later, but there was just a lot to figure out. So we're gonna head up there. The weather's not looking great. It's kind of cloudy. It would be nice to have some sun. I don't think it'll stop people from getting out just because everybody in Colorado is used to that. Depending on if it's like bitterly cold. I'm actually not sure what the weather is up there, so I need to check, but we're gonna head over and see how it looks. Hopefully there's customers in there shopping, and I'm excited to see the shop itself. I haven't really looked and walked around too much because I was so focused on getting my display up, so I'm excited to see what other vendors are there. So the day of the soft opening, I decided to take a little bit of time in one of like the craft event rooms that they have and set up my signs. I really didn't have much to do with my booth other than add some backings to my mini stickers, and as you guys see, I'm putting my signs together just so people know what the shop is. They can access our current website right now. I'll edit this sign when we actually relaunch the new one and let them know that we have new products as well, but I am really happy with it, how it turned out so far, and I can't wait to see what it looks like in May. Alright guys, so we finished setting up in the shop for now. In the next like week and a half, I'm definitely going to take a load back up and like fill up my buckets with books and other products that I'm working on designing. I'm actually at a coffee shop right now that I'm going to go do some designing at, but I wanted to have a little quick chit chat with you guys on like my whole process with this whole process. So it all started when I was doing a market, and I made friends with someone who was selling pottery there. She's a beautiful, is it a potterist? Is that what you call someone who does pottery? What do you call someone who does pottery? Ceramist. I've been saying potterist, that's not it. Ceramist. But anyways, so we kind of kept in touch after that market, and then she saw that this owner of Hunt and Homestead is what it's called, was opening their own place. So I decided to apply or to go up there and learn more about it when she told me that there was open houses and that you can kind of come up for more information. And I really just had the intention to go up and learn more about it. I've heard of these co-op type places. This is in Woodland Park. That's more of a mountain town, while I live in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs is much bigger. It has a lot of these kind of co-op places, and I have looked into them. Some of them are kind of predatory, honestly. Like, I wouldn't do it. It just feels like they're really in it to make money off of you, and you don't really take much away. Others, I just wasn't prepared for when those opportunities came up because I was still in such a beginning phase of the shop. So now when I heard about this, I'm like, okay, Woodland Park's a little smaller. There's really no places like this. Community's really strong. They love supporting. Like, I do think it could do really well. And so when I went up and like heard her talk more about it and her plan for it, I really just had peace about it. So I actually signed a lease right then and there to be in the space. But I'm not obligated to stay there for any certain amount of time. I pay for my space, she takes a percentage, and then I get what's left. And that's really what kind of encouraged me to take this as a first step to try this whole co-op thing where I'm renting a space in somebody else's retail, because I know that if for some reason it's really not working out for me, I can exit. I do have a lot of hopes for this. Again, I have a lot of peace about it. I think it was an amazing opportunity. God just kind of slowly opened those doors, and it's perfect timing with where I am with the brand. I have a few more products that are more established, but I also am in a very big development stage of the company right now where I've learned from the products that I have, and I'm ready to make like more and newer ones. And so it was literally like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, that I signed before the soft opening, where people from this date, which is today, people will be able to come in and shop before the like big grand opening in May. And so I was like scrambling to get products together. I put in there what I had left. I have a market next weekend. So I'm at the coffee shop now because I'm going to work on getting things printed so I can go home and like book bind and just restock the shop. But yeah, it's just amazing how God has just opened this door slowly for me, or like all these little doors slowly to lead to these things. We're almost a year in official business, or in business technically, because I bought my LLC in April of last year. Official like business where the shop's been open won't be until October of this year, but it's still amazing to see what God has done in just 1 year. And even in the last 6 months of being open, it's amazing to see what God has done. And I'm so excited for him to continue to grow this brand and to bless people through it. It's really not about me. I'm so happy that I get to use the gift that God has blessed me with. I am so happy about that. It's a blessing, but I'm excited to see like what comes of that, what people get to receive out of this, because that is truly our heart, is to encourage Christians. So I'm really excited. But if this is something you're looking at, my biggest tip for you is to market yourself and learn how to network. So many of the connections that I have gotten in the last 6 months, from just advice and help and just random little things that I'm like, Lord, thank you, that was awesome. It would have been so much harder to figure that out on my own, is from talking about my business and talking about myself, talking about the gift God's given me, and not being afraid to do that. Something I would have been so scared to do before, but God has really just worked on my heart and created this boldness in me to be comfortable with talking about it. And again, it's not about me. It's about building something that the Lord has called me to build. And I know that by talking with it, he's going to bring along the right people on my path, because I'm not meant to partner with everybody. But it's amazing to see that, you know, because I've chatted with so many people about this business. I've shared with them my heart behind it. But it's really cool to see the people who come alongside you, like throughout that process, and to see it turn into this amazing connection, amazing friendship. And it's just so much fun. So I know this video was kind of all over the place. I'm sorry about that. I'm really working on trying to be more diligent with it, but it was just a really stressful like last week and a half that I've had, from just personal stuff to business stuff, and all of it just happening at once. There was no way I was going to film, but hopefully I'll document this process as I stock it even more and more, because I have a completely different vision for how the display looks now for the grand opening. I won't say completely different. Like, I like the way it looks now, I do, but I want to stock like, I'm really thinking I might have hardcover notebooks in there, which I'm so excited about, and I want to get my notepads in there. So if you guys want to keep up with what's going on in the business, you guys can sign up for our email list, which I'll link down below. And I'll be announcing like things as we slowly go, because my shop is officially down and we're doing a launch on April 26th with updated products of what we have. So just updated versions, just little improvements to make it way better, but also a couple of new products, which I'm so excited about. So if you are interested, you guys can go down below and do that. But I just kind of wanted to share this process. Again, I know it's a little all over the place, but that's how this process has been. It's been all over the place, but it's also been just a huge blessing. And I'm so excited to continue to share the growth of Proverbs and Pens and how it all turns out. So I will see you guys in my next video. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And